Okay, Twitch appears to be live. YouTube's definitely live. Hello, Anissa. Hello, Rand. Hello, Nuke. I'm just getting everything set because I was doing menus while not having the Joy-Cons picked up. So... yeah, okay. Maybe. I mean, I don't doubt that it is. I kind of want to still use the two weapons I've yet to use, though, so... and I may as well hop into Clamblitz. I do apologize for everyone who didn't know yet of my not streaming yesterday. I was just way too exhausted. And today, I still feel like I've been punched in the face, but... yeah, the stream literally just got started as well. It's been going for like 2 minutes, maybe? 3 minutes? I started it pretty much on the hour, so... yep, you're not late. Though I was honestly considering not streaming today, because, well, I do feel like I got punched in the face. I woke up and my left eye just feels bruised, but it's not. And I have no idea why. Because I don't tend to move in my sleep. So my only thought is one of my cats probably walked over my face while I was asleep. But I've just kind of decided to go with it. Because it only really hurts when I blink, so... I mean, I still don't see how my voice is that buttery, but you know. Yeah, Anissa, I am kind of glad I did decide to stream today, because I feel bad when I don't. Yeah, I grabbed the gear from the download thing. I still have a problem with them doing the way they do it, but you know. I have it. That's not very buttery. I mean, you've probably not heard Ojama Yellow's voice from the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime, but it is not very buttery. There we go. It took a long time for it to fill this room up. It's almost like people don't want to play Clam. Match that! They're not very buttery themselves. Darn it, I messed that up. I want up here. And I will actually be attempting to play the objective again. Imagine that. Whoa, almost fell in the water. That teammate did fall in the water. Ow. So bad at this. I don't understand that meme. I mean, if we lose, you know I'm gonna blame it on the fact. Darn it, that I wasn't defending. I don't think I could with this thing, but mostly I'm just really bad with this blaster. Okay, I thought I'd fallen into the water. Ow. Wow, has that... Our heavy has just given up. And they're not disconnecting either. There they go. Thing is, I don't really care about ranking up. Toad is in everything. Ow. Ow. Huh. I mean, ink armor is kind of a cheap special, I guess. I'm just glad that heavy disconnected. Because it was clear they were actively there. They were moving their camera around. That's visible. Yeah, I'm definitely not a good blaster. And the last weapon I've not used yet are the mislabeled dapples. These are not clear. They should have made them see-through. That would have been cool. See-through water guns were the best water guns. These are white. They're not clear. If they were, I could see my hands through them. But that would have taken a lot of extra work. I'm also really bad with dapples. This is going to go horribly. Especially because, well, this entire kit just doesn't look great to me. By that logic, the undercover is good, and it's not good, because I'm X rank with an undercover. It doesn't make it a good weapon. They're fun weapons. I will never take that away from the brush, or the undercover. They are immensely fun to play. Ow. I've still yet to see an example of that, Rand. As far as it being a weapon goes, it's not very good. Man, I am bad tonight. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna have another disconnect. Come back, Anissa. That's okay. As has been mentioned, I'm really the one that, you know, should apologize to people because I didn't stream yesterday. Though, hey, I have a splashdown, which means I'm gonna be dropping my clams. I think, yeah, I drop all of them. Because that makes sense. But I could super jump with these just fine. Like, that's no problem. Ow. I say tonight when I said I wasn't streaming? I am clearly not with it tonight. I have the torpedo. And both of them just got blapped. I blame my eye hurting. My brain doesn't work properly. Partially because it's still trying to figure out what hurt my eye. Yeah, I don't like torpedoes either. I know it is very much just my personal opinion, but I find it to be one of the worst subs in the game. For reason of, I have thrown 2 of them and accomplished precisely nothing. Yeah, I should be streaming tomorrow. It's good for scouting. Like, I can't take that away from it. The torpedo is good for scouting. But if your opponents are competent... Hey, I actually got one off against the Bamboozler. Which probably had one of the easiest times dealing with it. Okay. Or you get it really close. You basically have to be right on top of your target to make good use out of it. And now we basically just kind of lose because we've not been able to push in on them. Ow. This is incredibly distracting. My eye hurting at all. I didn't think it would be this distracting to me. Because it's only anytime I blink, but now I'm really conscious of whenever I blink. Also, I will note, I have changed what I'm going to be doing for a 200th subscriber video. And if I can, I'm going to be recording it tonight. And it'll basically... It's something I've decided on doing. Just kind of out of nowhere. And the basic premise is I'm just going to be telling you guys more about myself. I don't stare at screens in the dark, though. I plan on doing a Draw My Life, but... It's more I'm just going to be... talking about a portion of my life in a video. Just some gameplay. Don't know of what yet. Of something. Ow. Hey, it's okay, Anissa. And we lose! Yeah, that seems to be a common thing with a lot of artists there, Nisa. Hey, if nothing else, just remember I'm proud of you for trying. So. Pasta sounds good. I just had a massive plate of meatballs for food when I ate food. I can't call it supper because I don't eat it at supper time. I just eat when I'm hungry. Probably not, Rand. But that's fine, because it's good to disagree. Don't feel bad, Anissa. I mean, hey, think of it this way. If you haven't just trashed it, You could always just reuse parts of it for another milestone down the road if you want to do that. And if nothing else, it had you working on something. Which, you know, given how robotic is, she almost never finishes anything. I'm to the point where I am proud of any artist who even just starts something. I have no idea what you're on about, Fox. Oh, excuse me. I be a little gassy. I really should have changed weapons. I'll do that after this one. Because I am not focused enough for dualies. Okay, accidental kills. I will take that. Wait, where did that arrow spray go? I'm so confused. Ow. Alright, Anissa. Have a good night. Fair enough. I was never done till June. I'm a little jelly about that. My school never gave out until like June 20th-ish. And we didn't get back to school until like September 2nd. Ow. Hey, I assisted. Ow. I mean, to be fair, Nuke, I don't think you were around at that time, and also you watch on the Twitch, not the YouTube, so I mean it makes sense that you wouldn't have seen. Or have particularly even known. You know, I think I would like torpedoes if they used a little less ink. Like if at default they were half of your ink tank. Ow. Yeah, the ink armor does take a little bit to actually activate if you die at the very beginning. Kinda wish it was just an instant thing on the Booyah Bomb and Splashdown, and really everything like that. Oh right, that isn't there yet. Why isn't that there yet? I'm a little confused. Now it's there. What? I'm very confused. Was our thing open? I think our thing was open. I don't know. Or is there a timer on it now? I am very confused! I mean, Booyah Bombs would be almost as effective if you could just activate them and be safe immediately. Because more often than not, you get them off anyway. So it's not like a whole lot would even be changing. Ow. Yeah, maybe. What is League at the moment? Ow. Yeah, I could probably roll with some zones. Better than Clam Blitz. I'm still not having fun playing the objective. I mean... Fair enough. Not sure if we'd have 4 people. I mean, I could throw up a 4 lobby, and if we fill it, then... we fill it. I do want to quickly change my gear. Because I want to kind of try out the end zap for, oh, excuse me. For some zones. Where it is Splat Zones, if we do get a 4 going, it's going to be Clan Central. Just so it doesn't beep. I plan on going just roughly around 2 hours, because I want to have time for me to record the video I want to make, so... My view count says 6 people watching. Surely we can manage 1 more. Especially because my view counter is usually off. I don't imagine many of the Sheldon's Picks weapons will. Because they're all just... they're forced into being variants to weapons that were, in a way, already being used. Like, I have a hard time believing that people are going to use this end zap over the one they've always used. Same with, like, the sploosh and just a lot of them. Like, the ink brush, I honestly doubt people are gonna use it. Because, at least in my opinion, the other kits are better. But that just plays into my I don't like ink armor, and Sprinkler is not a great sub. Outside of, like, Splashdown, like, yeah, Splashdown, Splat Zones. I mean, the sploosh would be great if the sploosh itself wasn't the sploosh. As I say, the Soda Slosh and Aerospray PG are probably, just of my looking, the two that... Well, and the Grim Range. Those are probably, like, the three that will probably see the most use. With probably Bamboo and Dapples coming in second. Possibly even the Squiffer in kind of that second-ish category. Like, to use Yu-Gi-Oh! Terms, the Aerospray, Soda Slosher, and Grim Range are Tier 1, and the Bamboo, Squiffer, and Dapples would be Tier 2 rogue contenders. At least that's what it would look like to me. I'm not sure exactly how the competitive scene is at the moment. I know it's a lot of Kensa Splat Pros. Just from even playing in Ranked, I know it's a lot of that. I'm just thinking because I was, with my kinda bad gear, I was able to get 7 Booyah Bombs in a Turf War game. That is a lot of Booyah Bombing. So, that's why I think the Aerospray there will probably see play. Especially because the Booyah Bombs are arguably more useful than the Curling Bomb Rush. Just because they keep the Aerospray away from danger to use. And they also help boost everyone's special gauge up. I imagine it being a very good contender for Splat Zones. I mean, especially on, like, maps like this, where one Booyah Bomb is going to capture a Triggerfish point. And Pavilion, it's gonna do a lot, so... I get the feeling we're not gonna get a 4th person for the moment. So, I'll open up a pair lobby, first come, first serve. Whoever gets to it first gets to the slot. And if we get another person wanting to do League, that can do it at the moment, I'll also open up a team lobby again. So, Rand, get here first. It just occurred to me how, ironic it was that you were using Yu-Gi-Oh! Names for a bit there, Rand. Because we bicker about as much as Joey and Kaiba, and I'm definitely the Joey. It's like 1:30 a.m. here, Nuke. I'm an hour ahead of you. Yeah, that is kind of the problem I noticed when running it. I kind of wish they would have given the Cherry, like, a Booyah Bomb. I know they were giving a lot of things Booyah Bombs, but I feel that would have been better for it and have suited the old Cherry better. The old Cherry being the H3 that made H3s competitive because it had Bubbler. I don't know. I mean, Ow. exploded. And our teammates are not doing a great job of fighting one guy. I'm not doing a great job at it either, but you know. I'm trying to think. Paradox, that would be a good character for Fox to be. Name even kind of rhymes. Kind of. I mean, I know Paradox was a villain and all, but just off of what I remember of Paradox, it makes a little more sense than Yugi, because Yugi was kind of edgelordy. Yeah, let's just do that. Just to be inconvenient. Ow. And then die. This is saying that I had mentioned that me and Rand kind of bicker like Kaiba and Joey, which are Yu-Gi-Oh characters, and then Nuke asked which one you would be, basically. Or more if that would make you Yugi, but it doesn't quite work. You're not edgelordy enough. I'm saying we bicker like the two of them. Which, you know, basically disagreeing on everything. Joey is all about brute force, just charging forward. Builds his deck out of nothing but monsters. With no effects because they have high numbers. Nah, Nuke, you're just a less edgy Chaz. Chaz is the character who plays Ojamas. Not willingly, either. They infest his deck and refuse to go away. They haunt him. And then people wonder why Chaz is so edgy. He's literally being haunted by Ojamas. That would make anyone edgy. Ow. That sloshing machine is good. Yes, I just threw a sprinkler at your bubbles. Do you have a problem with that? You probably do. I should've just jumped in the water. I can't help but feel that sloshing machine could probably almost just solo us. Keyword there being almost. Ow. Yeah, I don't really know why an Inkling hasn't done that. Just fill their tank with water and just squirt water around the place. I was never alive, really, when you had bubbles. And the one time I was, I threw a sprinkler. Because I figured they were out of my range. And I was trying to land it next to them so it would help. And I'm gonna grab the heavy splat. With, not that. I'll go with, where's, oh jeez, all these new shoes. There's so many new shoes! I mean, it might be against the turf rules. I don't know. I didn't know there was rules. I really have to wonder, though, with, like, Inklings just kind of spontaneously combusting when they go near water. What happens when it rains? Like, that is a legitimate question. What happens when it rains? This is Japan. What about a tsunami? It's been confirmed that Inkopolis is, like, in the ruins of Japan. So, like, what happens? Do they just explode continuously until the rain stops? Because they have respawn pads, they would keep coming back. Inklings don't really seem like the type that could stay holed up in a building, though. I mean, I think Nintendo has outright confirmed that it is, oh jeez. Japan. I mean, this is Nintendo, you gotta remember. They're quite big on basing things off of themselves. Ow. I mean, I think some of the geography doesn't make the most sense, but, like, a few of the areas they've referenced to are places in Japan. Ow. Thing is, it isn't exactly the Statue of Liberty, so it could just be a statue that's built between now and the end of the world. And knowing how Japan is, they will probably build that. That poor enemy team. Yeah, it could be help send. They could be asking for help, you know, on sending an email. They don't understand it. Maybe they're trying to send a fax. That's even more confusing. You know what? Arrow spray. Special up arrow. Alright, Rand. Have a good night. Yeah, Restream seems to be a bit slower on the YouTube, like, the Twitch side of things, but, like, the YouTube side's actually pretty fast. Like, it's just immediate. Like, the moment you say something, Nuke, it just goes immediately to the YouTube. People saying things on the YouTube takes, like, a minute. Which is pretty normal, if I'm honest. Ow. I kind of want to rename the bot that now. Just Edgeream. But I can't rename it, so... It'd be neat if I could. I'm pretty sure I can't, because it's a bot that's joining. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I think I know how anything works. I know I can on Discord. I can rename bots there. I can rename people there. Which is still just kind of beyond silly to me. Ow. Okay, I need to more specials. Ow. Fair enough. I've just, over time, learned where everything on my keyboard is. It's taken me quite a little while to do it, but I have learned. And it's only now I have a keyboard with glowy buttons. Like there's lights under each of the keys. I mean, which is just kind of a bit ironic because I don't need it anymore. It's kind of a cheap one. Done by TT Esports. It was like $40, $50 to get it and the mouse that came with it. Which is pretty cool. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll learn how to use it. I mean, it took me until I was like 21 before I learned where buttons were on the keyboard. Then again, I also, like, I didn't even get my first, thing that could be classified as a computer. It was a laptop that was really bad. Until I was, like, 13, 14. And even then, the thing was really bad, so it's like, I don't even really want to use it. I used it still. Actually played a really strangely fun game. And strangely good as well. Of, it was SpongeBob Life Edition. Like, Life SpongeBob SquarePants Edition. It was surprisingly good. Like, it was more balanced than the actual board game of Life. Which kinda took me by surprise, if I'm honest. Darn it. Though I don't think it would work on modern computers. Yeah, that was. Have we not lost the other side? That splatter shot. Because that wouldn't be very visually appealing. That's why I don't use color lock, even though it would undoubtedly help my gameplay a lot to use it. Is because seeing the same colors over and over and over again is not very visually appealing. Especially in a game about visuals. Because Splatfests are more meant to be fun than taken seriously. I mean, that is kind of true. Splatfests were designed just to bring everyone together to have fun. So it is kind of annoying that the more popular side almost, you know, always loses. Though that has kind of been changing. Yeah, I imagine that's what just about everyone does with Splatfest. It's just an opportunity to play with your friends more. Because, like, you can't do that in Ranked anymore, and League, like, if you have 2 friends, you can't play with them both at the same time in League. You'd need to go make another friend first. Oh, jeez, the arrow sprays. Okay. we're gonna have a lot of points. And speaking of points... Can I not score a double kill every time I use that? I feel bad. I do kind of wish that they would have brought back like tri-squads. Would have been nice. Hey, I didn't get a double kill. I mean, I just feel bad because I don't, you know... Double kills are mean. Especially when that means I'm throwing it in such a way that I'm just kind of trapping people. Which feels mean. I am honestly surprised that worked. And I kind of wish I could see all the turfing amounts. Though, this is Splat Zones. So... I do really like the Aerospray PG. Like, I legit think it's probably the best Aerospray kit. Because it turfs really well. It has burst bombs for fighting at longer range than the other Aerosprays can. And, I mean, the Booyah Bomb is probably the best support special in the game. Because it does something, and it boosts everyone's special gauge, depending on how much they booyah. Alright, Fox. Ow. I almost had my Booyah Bomb again. Has that other guy had his once yet? There we go. Ow. I don't think it's gonna work this time. Take that, doolies! I mean, Rand's not around to disagree, so I mean, someone has to. I really hope he doesn't think I have a thing against him for me saying that. I mean it in a purely joking way. Ow. Like, I legit do. I mean that in a joking way. The stream's dying? I was unaware. I also was unaware we were that close to losing. So I am actually considering ending the stream off here. I know it's only been like an hour. But I want to get that video recorded. And my eye also is really bothering me still. But I might keep it going. I don't know. I should flip a coin. Coins are always the best thing to do. The coin shall decide. I don't have a camera, so you guys have no reason to actually believe me, but... Heads, I'm gonna keep going. Tails, I'm gonna stop and go work on other things. And it came up tails. So I'm gonna stop the stream and go work on other things. So with that, thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully I won't oversleep tomorrow, and I will have a day stream. Otherwise, I will have a night stream, so feel free to come by for that. Thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for more of whatever I need to do. See y'all tomorrow.